A very good morning, dear students. I hope all are doing well, children. Children, in history, we had started with the sixth chapter, that is conflict with the Mughals. And in this lesson, when we had started, we had covered last week few topics such as Shaiste Khan's invasion, Surat campaign, Jai Singh's invasion, and escape from Agra fort. All these things we had learned, children. Now let us revise before we move on to the next unit of the same chapter. Today also we are going to continue with the sixth chapter itself, and in this lesson also more thing you are going to learn about Shivaji Maharaj. Let us see what we had learned. We had learned earlier, children. I'll recap. We had learned about Shaiste Khan's invasion, where he entered Pune and ravaged the territory of Swaraj. His forces looted the people, and it had adverse effect on the morale of the people. Not only this, Shivaji Maharaj secretly raided Lal Mahal, and in the raid, Shaiste Khan had lost his fingers. Due to this humiliation, Shaiste Khan shifted his camp to Aurangabad. Then we also learn about Surat campaign with a view to make good losses caused by Shaiste Khan and to teach a lesson to the Mughals. Shivaji Maharaj raided Surat. Surat was very, we can say, a big a trading center, a very rich city. So Shivaji Maharaj looted all the wealth from Surat. Then we had learned about Jai Singh's invasion. Aurangzeb had sent Jai Singh, Mirza Raja Jai Singh, to curb the increasing activities of Shivaji Maharaj. Jai Singh and Diler Khan laid siege to Purandar fort, and Morarbaji Deshpande fought with a great courage and died a hero's death. This is what we had learned last week. And considering the seriousness of the situation, Mara signed the Treaty of Purandar in June 1665 and handed over 23 forts and annual revenue of 4 lakh horns to the Mughals. So under this treaty he had to give 23 forts, and he had given some amount of land revenue, that is the tax collected from the farmers, that he had given to the Mughals. Then we also learn about Agra visit and escape. Jai Singh proposed that Shivaji Maharaj should visit Agra and meet the emperor. Shivaji Maharaj, along with Sambhaji Maharaj uh, and a few trusted people, agreed to visit. Uh, the emperor put Shivaji Maharaj under house arrest, and Maharaj adroitly escaped from Agra and reached Rajgarh. So this is what we had done earlier, children. We had completed this much unit, and now in the second unit, children, we are going to learn more about Shivaji Maharaj, that how he tried to regain or recapture all the forts, whatever forts he had given to the Mughals, all he tried to take under his control one by one. So that we are going to study, and he captured, as if we see, there were 27 forts he captured. So this is what we are going to learn in today's lesson, children. The video I have uploaded, and we are going to see about the coronation of Shivaji Maharaj. Shivaji Maharaj had crowned himself, and he became a Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, in order to have a Chhatrapati of Swaraj. Thus, with a view to gain general recognition as a sovereign independent state, Shivaji Maharaj coronated himself. He coronated himself on June 1674 at Raigad, and the Pandit who had done this ceremony of coronation was Gaga Bhatt. Then we are going to also learn about that Rajabhishekha Shakha. The coronation era was started, and special coins were minted. Gold coins which were minted were called as horn, and the copper coins were called as Shiv Rai. So all this we are going to learn in this chapter now, in this unit, and we'll see how Shivaji Maharaj went to the south, where he had conquered nearly Karnataka, Vellore forts in Tamil Nadu, Bangalore, and some territories of Adil Shahi. And thus we'll see that he will try to conquer more and more forts under his territory, and he will try to rule, and thus we are going to study about all these things. And we'll also see that Shivaji Maharaj died on 3rd April 1680 at Raigad Fort. So children, watch the videos carefully and understand the content. Children will see what assignment I had given earlier in the Google form. MCQ question was asked. Let us check those answers, children. And given you MCQ, write a note on the uh, MCQ question. If we see, I had given you the questions such as, who offered a strong resistance to the army of Shaista Khan while defending fort at Chakkan? This was the first question, and the correct answer is Firungaji Narsala. Second was, who incurred the displeasure of Aurangzeb and was transferred to Bengal? And the correct answer is Shaista Khan. Question number 3, on dash Maharaj raided Lal Mahal, and the correct answer is 5th April 1663. Question number 4, Surat was a big trade center and port under dash control, and the correct answer is Mughals. Question number 5 was, Jai Singh and Diler Khan laid siege to the fort of dash, and the correct answer is Purandar. Next question, a treaty between Jai Singh and Maharaj was signed in June 1665, and that treaty name was Treaty of Purandar. And in the docs I had given you the Surat campaign and Jai Singh's invasion. You have to write the short note. So children, make sure that you complete your notes and submit. If your assignment you will submit, you will be marked present, and if you don't submit your assignment, you will be marked absent. So as soon as the lessons are over, the day when the assignment is given, make sure that you complete and you submit it. Thank you, children. Have a nice day.